the assessment, adjustment, and application principles and their benefit to you. This is the Think Your Reality Podcast, episode 25. Hang on, here we go.
Your destiny is by your design. Getting what you want in your professional life is gained by following a series of steps created by your mindset. Are you ready to start the journey? This is the Think Your Reality Podcast. Here's Mike Sims.
Hi, it's Michael, and thank you so much for allowing me to spend some time with you. This is the Think Your Reality Podcast, episode 25. So, assess, adjust, and apply. You see, what's encouraging about your dream's pursuit is your success is guaranteed. Yes, I said guaranteed. When you make your assessments during the process, adjust to what steps work and which do not, and apply those steps and then just rinse and repeat. This, of course, after you have determined what it is you want most professionally in your life. The steady progression of these three principles is the very definition of and the expression of your resiliency, which is a key component to your success. You see, you need not have all the answers on how. You just need to start. Almost every successful person did not have a clear-cut plan on how. They did, however, have a clear-cut plan on what they wanted and why they wanted it. Those mixed with faith in your dreams and in yourself are the keys to its acquisition, so let's go further into it. Assess. When devising a plan, we cannot be so rigid in the steps to our pursuit that we fail to see that the obstacle in front of us and the mastering of it makes for a better and more expedient way to our destination. And this is one of the resounding principles of the Think Your Reality podcast. We should not be so rigid in our pursuit that we continue to make the same mistakes. The definition of insanity, I'm sure you've heard this. I've heard it described as doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting a different result. It doesn't work that way. If we don't bend, we break. Now remember, the goal is defined. The path to it may change. We have discussed in previous episodes that the obstacles are a necessary part of the growth process. Assess each situation, be they good or bad. The good you build upon. The bad you deconstruct. Assess what positives will come from it and move on. You're applying the 180-degree theory, allowing to look at success and missteps the same way. The success you build on, the missteps are a chance for growth as well, if you allow them to be. You just have to learn from them. Assessing your plan both ingrains the plan in your mind as well as reveals certain things in it that you may not have seen in the past. Each puzzle contains within it its own solution. Quiet contemplation of your goals and dreams can bring about deeper, more revealing thoughts about how to expand and grow what you have yet to do, bringing about even greater accomplishments. We have to understand that thoughts compound themselves, be they good or bad. The mental investment in your goals taps into resources readily available for their implementation. That should get you excited. Your answers to your problems are within your mind, and your mindset is those things that are built in to help bring those things out. And this is brought about by self-assessment. I've heard it said that success in work is about 90% mental and about 10% applied. The application is easier when your thought processes have made the path that much more illuminated and clear. This position you're in now of periodically making assessments becomes the new normal or base from which you grow yet again. You are not yesterday's you, and you're not as good as you're going to be tomorrow. Next week should be real interesting. Adjust as necessary. It's as simple as that. Even after you have reached your goal, you're always going to find a way to raise the bar, to take on new challenges and increase your level of expectation and success. Adjusting the steps on the way allows for the analyzation and the corrections. You see, too many people disregard the step only to find out that they are so far off the course that they almost have to completely reinvent and start again from step one. This can and often does lead to great disappointment and frustration. But small incremental steps made frequently, either to the left or to the right, 1 degree in either direction, is the way to ensure your focus is where it needs to be and that the journey is progressing. There is also a great sense of satisfaction when you can see the progress toward your success. And this often leads to a raised level of action and activity toward its end. Draw on these things. As insignificant as it is in comparison, let me ask you a question. How many adjustments do you make simply while driving your car? Adjust and adapt. I've read that once a year is a good metric for adjusting your business plan and making necessary changes. Personally, and it's my own personal opinion, I prefer 6 months. Apply the concepts gained by assess and adjust and test them regularly. There's a fine line, though, between testing and discarding. Give the steps and your plan enough time to improve or disprove themselves. We have to be very, very careful not to reinvent the wheel on a weekly basis. The steps we take consistently conveys our intent toward our life's pursuit. Act the part you want to be in your life. Carry yourself as if you have already attained the position you wish. You are successful en route to your goals and dreams, not when you get there. Money is a byproduct of success. You're successful first, then comes the compensation. You put the wood into the fireplace first, and then comes the heat. Part of the application process is how we express our attitude, verbal and nonverbal, the way we communicate our needs and desires, the way we apply ourselves. The person with direction and purpose is seen by onlookers as already being in that position. And I'm not talking about fake it till you make it. I hate that. This ties into more of a standards of acceptance, which we discussed in a previous episode. Applying a successful attitude ranks right up there with breathing. You carry yourself as the person you are on the way to becoming. The universe gives back to you that which you expect and accept for yourself. That's a hard pill to swallow sometimes. You are where you are because of your mindset. This podcast is about adjusting, applying the mindset. Apply the attitude and demeanor of a successful person in every walk of your life. You have to be before you become. Short and sweet. My name is Mike Sims. This is the Think Your Reality podcast. And as always, I wish you an absolutely amazing day, as you deserve nothing less. Thank you so much.